What's up, Montverde?
What's up, Montverde?
Hello, I'm Jake Labrador.
And I'm Dasha Jimenez.
Welcome to this week's episode of MVA Today.
As you know, Night for the Cure was this past weekend, and it was so great.
This year, there were a lot of fun activities for everyone of all ages to do. The goal for this year's Night for the Cure was to raise money and awareness for local service organizations supporting cancer patients, survivors, and their families. Not to mention the amount of fun that everyone had and the great experience the teens had running their booths. At the end of the night, we also had a lantern ceremony where people lit candles and lanterns in remembrance of loved ones who have either had cancer, are battling cancer, or have passed away from cancer.
Wow, that sure was a great experience giving back to the community. Now let's take a look at some of the students giving back to their teachers.
Hello is hola. Are you paying attention?
Sure.
Yes?
Hola, see?
Hey, you playing games.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
no,
you're playing games.
See, I clicked my
You're
home
good to-
button. I'm right on. I'm doing exactly what we're doing.
40 hours.
40 hours?
40 hours.
But sir!
How are you? Is ¿Cómo estás? Excuse me? Excuse me, man? You're sleeping? You're sleeping?
No, I don't know.
Yes. For this you're going to take 80 hours.
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
It's not fair. You cannot give me
80 hours.
No, it's
80
not
hours.
fair. No.
Sorry. You're going to talk with Mr. Matos. Sorry.
I would definitely give them an A for effort. Speaking of school rules, there are some new study hall rules that are being put in place.
I really hope these new rules help me out a bit.
Let's go over to our favorite study hall teacher, Mr. Artizone, to see what has changed.
Ms. Artizone, has there been any changes with the mandatory study hall? And if so, how does this affect the boarding students?
Yes, effective last week, the mandatory study hall for the boarding students is on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. and on Saturday mornings from 8 to 10 in the dining hall. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's in the library.
Thank you so much. And how about if you're an athlete? Do you remember how Wednesday and Friday they had to come at a certain time? Would this still be in effect or no?
The athlete study hall program is the same now as for the boarding students, so their hours would be the same. There's also been a change on the grades. Instead of looking at the D's and the F, it's on a GPA, and if you have a 2.2 or below, you will be on the mandatory study hall for a period of at least 2 weeks. The list comes out every 2 weeks.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure the new rules will help all of us out. In other news, the boys varsity basketball team is in the Dick's Sporting Goods National Championship in Madison Square Garden this year.
It's so exciting to see our team go back to the tournament again. Let's see what they're doing to prepare for a win.
How are you guys preparing this year for the Dick's National High School Tournament?
Well, we haven't played in about 7 weeks, so we've had the 2 weeks we took off and just had weights, and the last 4.5 weeks we went back to regular practice, and we're excited. There's 6 of the best 8 teams in America and 8 of the top 19 teams in America all competing to be number 1 in the country. We were fortunate the last 2 years to win, and hopefully we could be the first team in the history of high school basketball to three-peat.
Is the team excited about playing in Madison Square Garden?
Well, the first 2 rounds are in Christ the King High School in Queens, New York, and if you get to the championship, you play in Madison Square Garden. So most people think that's the most famous building in the world. Last year we were able to play the championship. All 3 games are on TV. We play during spring break Thursday at 4 o'clock on ESPNU. If we win Friday at 3 o'clock on ESPN2, and if we win that, the championship at the Garden would be Saturday at 12 noon on ESPN.
Thank you.
Seems like they're working really hard to bring another tournament win home.
Speaking of sports, let's go over to our sports desk to see how our MVA Eagles are doing.
What's up, MVA? It's your girl, Hunter Haha.
And I'm your girl, Christina.
The girls' softball team played in the Mace this past weekend and came up short, dropping both games.
They also have a game tomorrow at home against East Ridge at 7 p.m.
Our baseball team entered the Florida HIS tournament this past Saturday.
Also, the track team will be competing today away at Trinity Prep. Good luck, guys.
Lastly, the tennis team has a home match tomorrow against the Villages. Good luck to all who are competing in the match, including Miss Christina over here.
Thanks for the shout-out, Hunt.
Whatever.
That's all for your MVA Today Sports.
And this is MVA, the Sports Way.
Thanks, Hunter and Christina.
I can't wait for spring break this weekend. I'm going to have so much fun. There are some things that we should do this week and some things that we shouldn't.
There sure is. Let's see what awesome things people are doing.
So I'm here with Chris. Chris, what are you going to do for spring break?
For spring break this year, I probably plan on going to the beach a lot, trying to get my tan on, looking kind of white.
Yeah. I'm here with Reeves. So Reeves, what are you doing for spring break?
Being not here and, you know, just chilling.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Marquez, what are some things not to do over spring break?
Don't do anything bad.
This spring break is going to be so awesome.
For sure. Dasha, how long have you gone to MVA?
This is my first year here.
Oh, nice. You should see some of the clips from what we like to call Way Back Wednesday.
For sure. Mr. G, cue them up.
Now it's time for our weather with Devin Williams.
It's gonna rain, it's gonna rain.
And can you tell us when?
I don't know.
Thank you, Devin.
Wow, what a throwback. Now it's time for some desk mentions.
Tomorrow, the ITS Festival starts, and there is an equestrian show this weekend where some of the students from MVA are going to be riding.
Well, that wraps it up for this week's MVA Today show. From all the students in the TV Studio Broadcasting course in the Stevens Media Arts Building.
I'm Dasha Jimenez.
And I'm Jake Labrador. Stay classy, Montverde.